Hi everyone. So today I'm sharing with you something that has just been hugely impactful on my life. A very small thing that I'm sure you know by the title of this video. It is my gratitude journal. I have been so excited to share my gratitude journal with you, but I wanted to wait until I had some time under my belt with it just so I could really see the impact of having the gratitude journal. So, a gratitude journal is something that's not new to most of us. I think the first time I heard of a gratitude journal was years and years ago from Oprah. And then I heard Terri Savelle Foy mention a gratitude journal most recently. And she talked about just how, just some of the life changing events or occurrences or experiences that happened in her life following the first 30 or 60 days or so of her keeping a gratitude journal. And I haven't been one to really think I needed to have a gratitude journal because I've always considered myself to be someone who is very much aware of the blessings in my life and very grateful for them and thankful. And I do wake up in the morning and I thank God for all the many blessings that are in my life. But because of that, I just wasn't one to write it down. So, but after seeing that video with Terri Savelle Foy, I decided, you know what? I can go a step further and actually write what I'm grateful for in my journal. So I had this journal already on hand that I purchased from either Marshall's or TJ Maxx, and I really like it because it's just so big and it's pink and it says write and it just invites me in the morning to write. So this is my gratitude journal, and I it's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning. Now there are mornings where I don't wake up as early, or I don't wake up as early and I wake up and I just kind of go get started with the day. But I like to come back around even at the end of the day to still write in my journal. But 9 times out of 10, first thing I do, I wake up and I go to my gratitude journal and I write down all the things I'm grateful for that I can think of at the time. It may be 8 things, it may be 10 things, it may be 20 things. And I just write those things down until I have just this sense of just gratitude and gratefulness. And so I'll share some of the things that I've written down. Um, on this particular day, this was back on May 8th, I wrote, I am grateful for the time and space to be grateful. I am grateful for the sacrifice of my Lord and Savior. I am grateful for the voices of my children. I was thinking about just hearing their voices, hearing their voices when they're home, and just hearing their voices in the background, and just how much joy that brings into my heart. I'm grateful for the love of my husband. I'm grateful to hear my daddy's voice every day. For those of you who don't know, my father lives with us. And so I thought about, wow, I'm so grateful that he lives with us and I can hear the hollow of his voice every day. I'm grateful for the beautiful breeze that rustles through my window. I am grateful for Prince and his legacy. I am grateful to look out my window and see my boys running through the backyard. I am grateful for this thing we call life. And so on May 8th, those were the things that just came into my heart. And as I was writing them down, I just felt so much gratitude. And that is the best way to go into the day. When I start my days like this, it has so much impact on my perspective. I am so much more appreciative. Number one, I'm so much more appreciative of the things that I have. Number two, the gratitude for the things that I have expands me for even more blessings. And so I go through the day and I'm grateful for the birds that I hear. I notice certain things. I notice the breeze. I notice the laughter. I just notice so much more when I start my day with an attitude of gratitude and not just thinking it, but writing it down. when I start my day like that, I'm more receptive to all the wonderful things that are already present in my life. Number two, like I said, I expand myself. And so I start to see even more things come into my life, even more blessings come into my life that happen because I'm already grateful. And so the provision of the Lord, the provision of the Creator is to give me more. And so in addition to, number one, noticing all the blessings in my life, I receive the manifestation of even more in my life. And the third thing that I've noticed since keeping my gratitude journal is that I'm a lot more at peace. I'm a lot more at peace. I can go through my day with a sense of stillness that only joy and gratitude can bring, a sense of peace. That's the best way I can describe it. It doesn't mean that challenges don't come. It doesn't mean that disappointments don't try to rear themselves, but I'm able to overlook them. I'm able to overcome them. And I think that a lot of those challenges don't even come my way because I'm in such a vibration of gratitude and joy that my outlook is filled with so much that I'm grateful for. It is the prevalent thing that I see. And so I am so excited that I took the hint, the provision that showed up again and again and again, gratitude journal, and I overlooked it for so long, and finally I did it. And I wanted to share those three things with you that I have noticed, those three changes that I have noticed in my life since I started my gratitude journal. And now that you are seeing this, if this is something that's speaking to you, something that you think that you're feeling like it's something you should do, I definitely suggest that you do it. Don't make it something that's a chore. There were days when, as I was getting into the routine, where I would write in my journal. And at first I said, okay, I'm going to do it every day for 30 days. What's funny, because when you go back into my gratitude journal, it says day one. On April the 26th, I have day one again. And I put a little smiley face by it. And then on May 2nd, I wrote day one again with a smiling face. And I just felt like it's such a positive thing to do that I didn't want to make it like a chore, and I didn't want to beat myself up because I skipped, a couple of days or a day or two as I was getting into the routine of it. But just, decide, hey, I'm going to do it in the morning, do it at night, or just that I'm going to do it every day. And I think that naturally you will figure out when is the best time for you. First thing in the morning is the best time for me. It's how I start my morning routine. And I am just excited and thrilled about the way that my life has expanded and the way that my heart has been filled just by doing this simple thing, by writing down every day what I'm grateful for. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. This channel is all about encouraging you to live your version of a happy and full life. I know that we are busy being a mom, but it's important to take the time. It's important that I do this. It's important that I wake up and take the time to have my morning routine and take the time to write down what I'm grateful for, because you know what? This is something that's good for me. This is something that fuels me. This is something that uplifts me, and this is something that helps me to be the best Jennifer I can be. It helps me to be my full self. It helps me to feel alive. And when that happens, I'm able to fulfill those roles, that role as a wife, role as a mother, role as a caregiver. I'm able to do that with so much more depth, and I'm able to do that with so much more authenticity and genuineness by remembering to nourish the spirit within. And so I remind you to do the same, to find out what it is that you need to do to nourish the spirit within, and take it upon yourself to do it. Embrace those personal aspirations and joys and passions that make you you, and embrace them. Fill your life with them. Have a happy, blessed day. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch Be happy, live full, love life, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.